welcome back to Fuller Yoga. This week we're at Cable Beach in Broome. It's croc country, but everyone likes to swim here because they think it's safe, and I think it probably is, but you never know. Today we're back on the beach. We're just going to do a fun 10-minute flow, just warming up and moving our bodies. Something you can do during the day or whenever you feel. We're just going to be doing relaxing and sort of opening up our whole body. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. We're going to start at the top of our mats. Inhale, rising up, bring our hands over our head. Exhale, folding forwards, grabbing our elbows and swinging from side to side. Deep breath in and out. Exhale, we're going to relax our hands down. From here, we're just going to walk out our legs, bending each knee. I'm feeling pretty stiff this morning as I've not been practicing as much as I'd like. I've just been for a run. Inhale, exhale. Walking out those knees, bringing our heels up. Inhale. We're going to rise up again. Exhale, bringing our hands down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to plant our left hand down to the ground, bending our left knee, bringing our right arm up to the sky and keeping that right leg straight. Feeling the stretch all down our hamstring into our foot on that right side. Couple of breaths here. And bringing that right hand down, bending that right leg. Inhale, bringing that left arm up. Relaxing down, sort of over our right knee, grounding that right hand. Bringing our gaze and looking up to our left hand. Feeling that stretch again, all the way down our left hamstring. We're going to swap again. Bending that left knee, planting that left arm down, bringing that right hand up to the sky, bringing our gaze up to our right hand and keeping that right leg straight. Inhale and exhale. Next exhale, swapping over to the other side again. So right hand down, right knee bent, bringing that left arm up to the sky and bringing our gaze there. Inhale and exhale. If you find it too much, you can have a little bend in that left knee. You don't want to completely lock it off. We're just trying to keep it nice and straight. And forward fold. Taking hold of both those elbows, swinging from side to side. And rising back up. Exhale. Bringing our hands down. Inhale, rising our hands up. Exhale, bringing our hands down. Inhale, bringing our hands to the shins. Exhale, planting our hands down. Feet back into our plank position. Exhale, chaturanga. And inhale into our upward facing dog. Gaze up to the sky. Exhale, coming in to our downward facing dog. The same motion here as we were doing. We're just going to walk through our legs. Inhale and exhale. Just warming up our legs. And then finding stillness in our downward facing dog. Going to bend those knees. Inhale, looking in between our hands. Step or jump forwards. Exhale, bring our hips nice and high. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up again. Exhale, bringing those hands down. We're going to do a couple more rounds with adding on each time. So inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, so our hands to our shins. Exhale, planting our hands down. Inhale, bringing our feet back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple of moments here, couple of breaths. You can find stillness so you can walk your legs out. Next, exhale, finding stillness. Inhale, bringing that right leg nice and high, straight into the sky. Exhale, bringing that leg forwards, coming up into a high lunge. Inhale and exhale. Going to bring our hands down to our center, into our prayer position. Going to hook our left elbow to the outside of our right knee. Now maybe look at a fixed point to try and keep your balance here. Inhale, exhale. And if we can, we're going to open up those hands. If that's too much and you find you're wobbling, come back up. Come back up, even to your high lunge. Come back up facing forwards with your hands in prayer position. That's just step one, having your hands up into high lunge. Sort of step two, position two. Really make sure your knee is over your ankle and you're pushing into each foot to try and find that stability. Bringing your hands to your chest, let's say position two, and then hooking that left elbow over that right knee. Then bringing your arms out. Have a play with it, just see if that's something you're able to do. If you're not, it's okay. That's good, it's something to work on for next time. You see, I'm wobbling. So inhale, rising back up. Exhale, hands forward, stepping that left foot forward, coming into our forward fold, grabbing those elbows, swinging from side to side. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands down by the side. Going to do the same thing but on the other side. Inhale, rising up, hands above our head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to our shins. Exhale, hands back down. One leg back, other leg back into our plank position. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pushing those hips nice and high, spreading those fingers apart. Again, walking your legs out if you want, or finding stillness. Next inhale, bringing that left leg nice and high. Exhale, stepping forward, coming in to a high lunge. Inhale and exhale, coming into a high lunge, hands in the center of the chest into prayer position. Inhale and exhale, twisting that torso towards the C for me, but towards the left, hooking that right elbow across the left thigh. Then here again, find stillness, make sure you feel steady in the position you're in before going into the next position. Let's again up into a high lunge, hands into our chest, prayer position. Exhale, hooking that right elbow on that left knee, opening our hands out nice and wide and twisting that chest. We want our chest fully facing left. If you can't, that's okay. And our left hand fingertips, left hand fingertips coming nice and high to the sky, and using the stability of our right fingertips on the ground. Circling our hands back down either side of our left leg, pushing up and coming in to a forward fold. Grabbing our elbows and swinging from side to side. Exhale, inhale, rising up. One more time, coming into our flow. Inhale, hands above our head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, palms to shins. Exhale, hands down to the ground. In, stepping back into our plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And you can either bring your left leg or your right leg up. This time I'm going to bring my left leg up. So I'm going to be facing you guys to the camera. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bringing our leg forwards, coming in to our low lunge. And we're going to bring our hands down. Exhale, going to push up and twisting my feet to face you, so to the long end of your mat. But you can do it whatever leg you've decided to bring up, whether it was your left leg or your right leg into three-legged dog. Just bringing our leg forward into that low lunge. Then working ourselves around. So we're now in our wide leg position, so we can do our wide leg forward folds. Inhale, rising our hands above our head, and then we're going to face our body towards our left foot, and we're going to exhale over that left leg, bringing our hands around our ankle to our foot, and with our forward fold, trying to bring our stomach to our thigh, our chest to our knee. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. If you need a bit of bend in that knee, that's okay. Little micro bend. Gonna hold it here for a couple of moments, for a couple of breaths. And then we're gonna walk back up that leg. Stretch back out. Gonna forward fold into the middle, bringing our hands either side and trying to bring the crown of our head down to the mat. Should be feeling that stretch down both our hamstrings and in our groin, opening up an area that probably doesn't get too much work. Gonna rise back up. Inhale and exhale, twisting our torso towards our right foot and coming across, holding our foot or our ankle, lowering our stomach to our thigh, our chest and forehead around our knee. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to keep my hands down, and I'm going to come into bringing my right foot slightly back, coming into my low lunge. On my right side, stretching out both ways. I'm going to plant my hands down on the mat. I'm going to bring my right foot back. So I'm now facing the other end of my mat to where I started, and I come into my child's pose. I'm going to come up to tabletop position, and then I'm going to finish with a few rounds cat and cow. Exhale, dropping that belly, bringing my gaze up to the sky. Inhale, tucking my tailbone in, rounding my back, and bringing my forehead facing the mat. Inhale, gaze up again, dropping my belly. Exhale, forehead down, rounding my back. Inhale, dropping my belly, gaze up to the sky. Exhale, tucking my tailbone in, really pushing my hands down to the mat. And then coming in to our neutral position. And that's just today's session on mobility and just moving a little bit more, stretching out our legs. And not all the time when we're practicing we have to do a set routine of warming up, and you can just be gentle with your body if you haven't warmed up and going into a flow. So thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed and I don't know where next week's location will be, but hopefully somewhere fun whilst we're travelling around Australia.